I have a pitch for you. What if we, because the four of us are really smart and we know how to code, we make code for GDQ that makes all the videos vertical, and then you scroll them like TikTok, and then you can swipe right and left
First
for
of
yes
all,
and no, like 10
we as in I,
that's actually
I'm the coder here.
Speedrun Grinder would go crazy.
Even though nobody asked, we delivered. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. My name is Nestani.
My name is Jaxler.
Oh, you.
I am DECosmic.
I didn't like that.
I'm Colby.
I had to mix it up today. I'm sorry.
Today on the podcast, we have, it's one of those episodes, guys. We do it every 6 months. You already know what it is. You read the title. All right. We've got GDQ's, another GDQ's very own. We've got Amy Rose Krillin, also known as Amyrlinn, on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in.
Krillin.
Dude, I don't know how you came up with that in such a short amount of time, but
awesome.
hats off, honestly. Hats
I love
off.
how before we started, you were just like, hey, can I just make sure I know how to pronounce your name? Because I can't figure it out.
The
And he's
real
like,
name.
yeah, it's Amyrlinn, or just call me Amy. And then you just hit him with that.
Well, the thing
So
is,
I've had like other GDQ staff like mispronounce my name. Like Spike Vegeta very famously cannot pronounce my name correctly. I've never heard that one.
Well, you can't even like remember where he's going if he doesn't concentrate for 5 minutes on what he's doing. So it's like,
Ouch.
people have been saying
that's just an
that.
ADHD. That's shooters recognizing shooters. But anyway.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So there's Vegeta, and then there's Krillin, and so
Yeah.
And then there's
there
Amyrlinn.
with all the Z
Are
fighters.
they from
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z? Is that where Krillin is from? I just know the name.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, also.
That's
I
even more
assume that's what-
insane,
Nestani,
dude.
how old are you? You don't even know.
I'm 26.
How do you know? Okay.
I don't.
Hey, I'm actually just watching Dragon Ball for the first time through, and I have just gotten to GT.
I've never watched.
So I
Dragon
just
Ball,
watched Z
guys.
for the first time.
See, I'm not.
But-
I'm not really Shoto.
Shonen.
I'm not really a
Shonen,
shonen.
jump with
Shoto
me.
is a Twitch streamer. Sorry, Shoto. That's not Shoto. So
Shoto's
Shonen.
Shoto's
also
a pit-
an
or a
archetype
pitcher on
in
the
fighting
Cubs,
games.
Oh, that too.
I'm
The
glad that we're here to talk
pitcher,
about
streamer.
Dragon Ball, by the way.
Yeah, we are actually. That's why we brought Amy Rose Krillin on the podcast.
Exactly.
That's right.
And-
But speaking of Mr.
and so
Krillin,
I haven't,
Amy, do you
I
mind
haven't really done
Oh,
that,
okay.
I typically watch, rom-com. We don't have to talk about GDQ or anything. I typically watch.
I was gonna be like
rom-coms,
polite and like introduce our
Sakura
podcast
Sao,
guests,
you know
or
what I
like
mean?
ask them to introduce themselves. But I guess
Golden
like just
Time, stuff like
go
that.
fuck me, I
I'm not
guess.
really.
I don't know.
I'm not
Yeah.
much of a shonen person.
I
Your
think the
Lie in
Boo
April.
Saga is
It's
kinda
also
weird.
Really good.
why don't you show some respect to our podcast guest?
Well, we were talking about anime. You know what I mean? And so I had to feed in.
Yeah.
Anime Rin, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Right,
that's true.
right.
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah.
But
Anyways,
yeah,
Mr.
well,
Anime.
thank you for joining us.
What's your
Yeah, of
favorite
course.
Sonic character and why is it Amy Rose?
Ooh, I genuinely don't know if I've ever actually played a Sonic game.
Okay, you
Dang,
can't come at me for not watching fucking Dragon Ball, which has 85,000 seasons, and you're like, I haven't played a Sonic game. Like, what are you talking about? It's so much less
I think
time.
I played
investment.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And that's, I
Oh,
think, the
that's
only
fair.
Sonic game I've ever played.
Well, Amy Rose is in that game, so.
Exactly. Okay, so there you go.
Sonya.
That's clearly why.
I do get you. Unfortunately for me, the only Sonic game I've played for an extended time was Sonic 1, but the GBA version,
Ew.
which is famously like the worst fucking shit ever.
That's not good.
This came in the mail for me today,
Sonic.
Okay.
Oh shit!
which is awesome. And it works. The disc works. I was very happy about that.
Sick.
Hell yeah!
So, Amy,
Yeah,
tell
who
us
are you?
about
Like,
yourself.
what's
What
up?
are you doing?
For
Hi,
the people, not for me,
I'm
but for
Amyrlinn.
Who are
everyone
you?
else.
Who are you? What is your name?
I'm
What's a
Amyrlinn.
fun fact about yourself? Your age, your social security. I mean,
Let's see.
Come on, man.
32, long walks on the beach.
Right.
Wow,
Your social security number's
32. That's really
Recently pregnant, but no longer.
recently pregnant, but no longer.
mm.
Baby's down there. She's chilling. I
Congratulations.
do committee work. Also, wife's right there. I do
Hi,
committee
wife.
work
Oh, I can't-
and production work
Oh, wait.
for GDQ. So I'm helping to pick the games, and then at the event I usually work 3 to 7 a.m. Just running the stream, basically. That's like a
Okay.
general overview of what I do.
Like producer.
so
type
I'm-
work.
Graveyard
Yeah.
shift. Just put
Yeah, which
into the-
honestly, hands
into the
down, I
depths.
think my favorite shift of work. I
Oh, yeah.
love
That's a
working
choice.
graveyard. Yeah,
Dude, being up late at GDQ when no one's around is such a vibe. Like,
yeah. I mean, it means I get to see Silly Block. It means I get to see like
That's true.
Ice Plugs runs. It means I get to see TBCRs runs. Like
You get to see
all
my
of the
runs.
your runs. All of the crazy people who are like put in the overnight slot, who are genuinely some of the funniest runs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's why I really like producing 3 to 7.
Hell yeah.
And then I sleep for 5
Oh, yeah.
hours, and then I go around the event. So
Hell yeah.
That's pretty. I think 5 hours is a respectable amount. You know, you don't need any more
Yeah.
than that if you really think about it.
Yeah, totally not. Yeah, especially now as a parent, totally
That's
sustainable.
I
what
mean,
I'm
that's a
getting.
luxury. I think 5 hours
Yeah.
is a luxury
Yeah.
for him
Yeah.
at this point.
Mhm.
yeah.
In this economy?
I was gonna say the
Go ahead.
GDQ James list dropped.
James list?
The,
Holy
the,
shit.
the James list, yeah.
God damn.
Strangely, nobody that's named James on this list. I don't think.
Yeah, but we got.
but the
Well,
James
that's
list-
actually
we
not
got Papa Perk
true.
and my pussy on
And
the
I-
list. Run,
in their
run-
actually not
username
true.
or
Run
What are
be
you
a short
talking about?
adventure.
Is there a James?
There's a perk. Papa Perk and my pussy.
Maybe their full
Should
government
be a
name
short
would be.
adventure.
well, I was talking
Imagine
about
if
in
the
the video
James list was
games,
just every
but-
speed game I ever ran, and that's all that GDQ
Oh, that's
was.
funny.
That would be fucking.
Okay.
That would be fucking wild.
So, the games list dropped for GDQ yesterday. So we're recording this the day after it dropped, and we're gonna talk
And
about.
luckily,
it a little
they
bit.
made it
Yeah.
drop on a
Um,
Monday instead of like on a Thursday, as it has.
So
been
we
in the
talked
past.
about it like the week.
Yeah.
And so
right.
I just
Yeah,
want to give
no.
a shout out
Strike
to you
it while the
guys
iron's
for,
hot.
for
Yeah,
accommodating
honestly,
us,
round of
you know.
applause.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
you.
much.
You're welcome.
I know
What can I
you
say?
definitely
Just for
had us
us.
in mind the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, you were thinking about the illustrious ETNA podcast, you know, and their schedule. Well,
Well, I just want to give a shout out to the fact that like the list no longer comes out at like I remember like having to stay
Yeah.
up to like 3 a.m. because it was on Pacific time for like the list to come
yeah.
out. But then I like wake up, it's 30 a.m. to noon, and the list is out, and I'm just like, sweet, I can
Yeah.
wake up, check it, and then go back to sleep. It's like,
Yeah, that was like
Go
one of the
back
things
to
we
sleep
wanted
at
to change a few
11:30?
years ago because we were really tired of having people having to stay up until like 3 a.m. Eastern. That sucked ass.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
a few years ago, we were just like, all right, fuck it, we'll put it at a reasonable time.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
But yeah,
Gotta say.
I mean, yeah. Let me launch a little bit, but like also just been kind of cool too because they've been kind of hinting some of the games that got in advance. They've been doing that for a couple
yeah.
months in advance too. Also cool because you're showing telling us what like the opener and the closer is, which honestly that might be a good place to start. Which is
Can I
the
guess who
opening
the
and
opener and
closing
closer
runs.
is? I haven't looked at anything.
go for it.
All
All
right.
right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
scroll the
wanna
list.
see.
Okay.
Well,
I
if you
can't
scroll,
do
it'll
this.
tell you which one it is.
I don't
Don't
think it,
mouse
I don't
over
think
the,
it will because I'm too stupid to recognize it. So I'm just gonna click on one of the check marks. I'm gonna guess that the
Just
opener.
don't mouse over the
eye.
the information.
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
will.
Yeah, don't mouse over the thing that looks like this.
I'm gonna guess that the opener. Oh no, that one's not even in. Okay, I'm gonna scroll again. This is going a bit longer than I want it. The opener. That can't be the opener. Sorry, let me find a better game. The opener is gonna be Rock and Roll Adventures. Final answer.
I've got some bad news for you.
Fuck. Okay. So the
First
the
wrong answer on the
closer-
board.
The closer's going to be, you know, I could say Super Mario Sunshine, but I'm not going to do that. I think that the closer's going to be That's a Cow.
You know what's really funny, Nestani? Mario Sunshine's the opener.
Oh, Sunshine's
Mario
the opener?
Sunshine's the
I-
opener.
I-
The
I-
opener.
Yeah.
I just got it backwards.
So
Yeah, you did.
yeah, so it's gonna be by Inkstar, I think, who either is record holder or close.
Yeah, record holder.
Yeah, which is that's gonna be really sick. I also kind of weirdly enough I like it as an opener because sometimes because I remember I think last time this category was in it was Diddy who not like the bad one, but like
Hey,
the
yo.
speedrun one.
Yeah,
Or Min Diddy
I don't
or
think you
however you're
need to
supposed to say
clarify.
his
Yeah, you know,
No,
I think you made it
in
worse
this-
by clarifying it. Oh, is the closer going to
Well,
be
I mean-
Super Mario Galaxy? That would be fire.
No. That is going to be
We can't have anything
Pokemon
good in
Emerald,
this life.
Pick my main from 8F, but
Pokemon
kind of what I was
Emerald.
getting at with like Sunshine. Like I
Emerald.
think it's one of those games that like could be like really good to like kick off a burst of momentum, right? 'Cause, like if that makes sense.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because it's like
Definitely.
it's one of those games that's hard to like do incentives for. So I'm like, I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. And obviously, I'm not on. Do you have any insight on kind of like what you were looking at for that? As
Yeah.
a opening choice.
So a lot of the times the opener is usually something that like we want to pick something that like is well known and has, like you said, almost no potential for incentives, because like we can't really raise money before it starts, and if we have like an hour to speed something out, it kind of falls flat sometimes.
Yeah.
So like SMS is pretty much the perfect game for that. Like it's super hype. Everybody knows it. Everybody's going to be like, "Oh, holy shit, GDQ is streaming Super Mario Sunshine and it's by the record holder." This is a controversial opinion. I happen to think SMS is probably the best 3D Mario. I think SM64 is ass.
Well, I got you right there.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, like if
you
you're
were in
talking
good
about like
company,
the best
Andy,
3D Mario, like 64 is nowhere close. It's like Galaxy 2 is where my brain would go, or Galaxy, one of the galaxies.
Yeah. Also, I've never played Galaxy or Galaxy 2, so I have no opinion there.
I think you're
But it's
kind of
like-
missing out. I've never played a single Mario game, but I think you're missing out.
That's not true. You've played Mario 64. What are you talking about?
I haven't beat the game.
Yeah, but you've played it.
I mean, yeah, I've learned like
You've
maybe
pushed buttons
like
in the
6
video game.
stars of the speedrun route in it.
Yeah, and because the controls suck so bad,
I didn't
you
beat the
can't even,
game.
like finish like one boss.
No, I just hate
The
playing
great-
video games. Cole,
Yeah.
I think
The greatest part about Mario 64
On an
is that
N64.
the N64 version isn't even the best version of 64. It's actually the DS version.
How you gonna say DS version? Yeah.
I love being that guy.
That's pretty
yeah,
funny.
so-
64 also has the relay, which I think is a really interesting. way to
Yeah, I want to
showcase
get
it.
to that at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But kind of while we're
70
talking opener,
person relay.
yeah, I guess we can just jump to that right now. So
Yeah.
this is something
I
that
wasn't- I
King
didn't
J-
plan on derailing, but it said 70 person. I was like, oh, there's gonna be like
yes,
4 runners.
that's correct.
Yep. 70
So-
other
There's
70
70
people.
motherfucking people on that stage. God damn.
Yep. So King J has done this or helped organize this before at other events. I think he's done
Am
it
I gonna
at
do one of the
ACE,
stars
might-
or?
If you go
If you
and you're vetted.
I mean,
No,
I'll walk
literally,
there,
you
I
can
got
ask. If you want to go, if you do 1 star.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like a really good return on investment. for
Yeah,
your trip,
fly all the
you
way
know?
up to
But-
Minnesota. That's
But
I
yeah.
got there.
Exactly. But yeah, no, it's literally. I think the way Joey pitched it was among people
Among
who
Us?
are already vetted for the event. Well, not even just runners, but like
Ooh, is Among
runners,
Us on the
commentators, staff, or volunteers. So basically, anyone who's been like, or maybe not volunteers, but like people who've been roughly cleared to be on broadcast, essentially,
Among Us not on the list.
are allowed to sign up.
Jax, are you gonna
and,
do it? Jax, Super Mario, come on!
I have talked to Joey about
Jaxler!
it, and I said it would be
Come
really
on.
funny if you gave me like one of the either give me one of the hardest stars in the game
DDD
or one of like
100.
the worst stars in the game.
Carpetless,
no one
carpetless.
Having
Do you
to-
even do that? It's like-
No, you don't do that in 70 star.
Oh, okay.
But it's
watched
yeah,
it.
it's literally what it says on the tin. So 70 people, each person does 1 star. Once
What
one
drive
person
World
gets their
100
star,
going?
they pass the controller over. But there's going to be some people there that I think will make this really interesting. So for example, Bubzia is going to be running at the event for a different game. It's a bid war between.
Yo, he's gonna
between
put on a
Majora's Mask
blindfold
and-
and do a star. It's gonna be
Yeah, so
fucking
he'll
lit.
I wouldn't be shocked if we saw him do a star
I'm
blindfolded
gonna
in
do
this
a
relay, for
backflip in my room
example.
when that happens.
I was talking to
but-
Joey yesterday about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to get Bubsy to do a star blindfolded." I told him I'd never played SM64, which I guess is
haven't either.
technically a lie. I've played like a little bit of it, but the controls were so ass I stopped playing.
Valid.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a fucked up star to do." I was like,
Wet
"Great,
Dry
man.
World 100
That
plus
sounds
secrets.
really
Go
good."
ahead.
I think it would be really funny for like Joey to do the same thing to me and then like pretend like I'm going in blind, but secretly like get really good at just that 1 star.
You're not
And
gonna
then,
play
like,
Mario.
pretend-
There's a 0% chance you're ever gonna play any part of this game ever. You can't even lie to us, man. Like what do we look stupid to you? Like do we have our stupid faces on today?
Well,
Like,
let's keep the
Let's keep the momentum rolling.
personal insults
So-
at a minimum while we talk about the game. But speaking of, Finale got announced as well, which is ADF
American
doing
Truck
Pokemon Emerald.
Simulator.
Nope.
That
I do
would
wanna
be
talk-
That would've
crazy.
been-
That would
That
be
would've been
insane
kinda
finale.
hype.
I do want to talk about that
not
one.
I'm just saying
but,
the driving into
Poke-
the night. You know, it makes sense. Come on.
Right. Pokemon Emerald. They're having ADF do the finale, which I think is probably just a really smart call. But it's also like, Amy, I'm curious to hear your perspective on this because of like Deltarune being the finale last event and that being a newer game. And like part of me was wondering if like maybe like as far as that finale went, it was like one of those things that maybe because it was a new game, people haven't played it, and people might not have like tuned in as much or something like that. So was there any consideration for committee of maybe we pick with something like that's like more recognizable that everyone's played at this point? As
Like
kind of
Resident
like a
Evil 2 2019
learning
Claire second run
moment
knife
from
only.
that, or am I just like projecting at this point?
I mean, there was definitely a little bit of like. Obviously, we do a lot of postmortems on like how did this run go, and certainly Deltarune was one of the big things we looked at. It didn't really like the way that it went over the night was kind of how we expect every night to go because we delayed. Like we wound up getting delayed so much that the finale ended at like 2 a.m.
Okay, so it's probably more that than versus
Yeah.
like game selection strategy.
Yeah, we have a lot of viewer data, we have a lot of like donation
Yeah.
data, and it really didn't drop off at a pace that was like unexpected. It sucked at the time because we were like, damn, I really wish this had done better.
Right.
But it wasn't Deltarude's fault
Yeah.
necessarily.
Okay. Because I like that was like, and again, I don't like a lot of us don't have access to that data because that's probably either
I mean, I do
You
because
gotta
I
be a real big math
nerd,
or it's
my
internal.
keyboard. I went.
Well, the not so secret is that Alligator is a huge thing that we use to like just track all that.
I like
'cause
it.
Gotcha.
That's very public. You can just look at like viewer
Oh,
and donation
okay.
data.
I'm surprised they didn't know that. Well, I feel really
This guy's
stupid.
dumb. Everyone point at him and laugh.
No, Alligator is definitely one of those that's like if you know, you know, because there are some like there are some freaks on Reddit who like track Alligator obsessively and are like,
Freaks is a
GDQ
good
fallen
word.
off, perhaps? When we're like, start the event and we're 0.1% below the line. And they're like, holy shit, guys. They only raised $9,000 on the open
GDQ
instead of
fell
$10,000.
off, bro. It's so over.
We went woke and we went broke.
Oh my god, yeah.
Damn,
Dude, it's so Jover. I guess Amy, something I wanted to ask you as well because this is, we had Brian on last time we did one of these episodes.
Brian
and he kind
Autopart
of brought up
specifically.
like the kind of the concept of like subcommittees within like the games committee for different types of games and stuff like that. So if you're able to share, I was just curious like what types of like as far as like what you bring to the committee, like kind of where your areas of expertise are, or even areas of like interest when it comes to what you look at.
Yeah, what's your
So,
special interest?
You mentioned like me being able to slide some stuff if I was under NDA. Luckily, this is something I actually asked about a while ago. I'm able to talk about what subcommittees I'm on without breaking NDA.
Oh, okay.
So I could just talk about that like whenever I want.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So
Pretty
I'm
dope.
on.
Yeah.
You got to get ready for this because this is a shitload. I'm on quite
There's
a
a
few
lot.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
3D action, 3D platformer, awful silly, FPS, horror, PC, racing, simulation, skating, Sony, Souls, and Western RPGs. So
Dang,
I wind
that is
up
a lot.
watching like maybe
lot.
80% of the videos that
Wow.
are submitted.
Damn.
Jeez.
Is that a normal distribution? Because like from what
No.
like I was gonna say because like I know some of those
the
like I
quickest
guess
no in the West, bro.
No.
well I figure some of those categories or committees tend to be a bit smaller or lesser in scope. Like you mentioned skating
Yeah.
for example. Like I don't imagine you get very or like maybe like racing sim or like sports games maybe
We're
don't
3D
get
platformer.
many
There's only
submissions
like
to
4
begin
of
with.
them in the world.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Is that more so like work that you like took on yourself because that's what you wanted to do, or more so just like a function of like there was a need and you decided to volunteer it?
So, actually, I don't think any of. I guess the Souls committee that I just joined this go around was kind of because there was a need.
Mm-hmm.
We had PT step down from game committee,
Right.
so I joined the Souls because she was a huge influence on that, and
Mhm.
we needed someone to fill that. But everything else is like definitely up my alley of interest. Just
Yeah.
I mean, some of it is like because I moderate our speedrun, I tend to just watch a bunch of videos anyway.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry
So
for
I
you, by the
fi-
way. But yeah.
no, it's fine. We get some. We have a lot of really good posters, and then we have a couple that we keep around like pets because they just say insane things. But I really like watching a bunch of speedruns and knowing a lot about the speedruns that are out there. So
Yeah.
everything that I'm on a subcommittee for is like something I'm genuinely interested in.
So then I guess
Oh,
that
yeah.
leads into another question for me, which is like, I don't know, maybe off the top of your head or like something in particular, like game wise that got in that you're like, holy shit, I am super excited that we made this work.
Okay, so I actually did think about this. I have a real sleeper pick. Like
Okay.
this watching. Okay, I gotta see if this video is public because the way this was pitched was like one of the coolest things ever. Okay, it is public. Excellent. Mika and the Witch's Mountain.
Oh, I saw this and I didn't recognize it.
Watching this submission video was so cool because these guys are like very excited about this game. I have never heard of this game before this list came out. But it's just like two dudes being hype as shit about this like 3D platformer, and the movement is sick.
Yeah, it's like riding around on a little broom like a little witch. That's like, that's fire.
So this is like one of my sleeper picks for I think this run is going to be hot, especially because the guys doing it were so excited about it.
Yeah. That's always the best part.
Yeah. And I mean, free advice to anybody who's like watching this and wants to learn how to make their submissions better. That's what we like to see. Like, we really like if you're getting excited about the game that you're running, like visibly excited during the run, then we're like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. We love to. That's the kind of energy we want to put on stage.
Yeah.
Because, if you're not excited for your run, if you're just like,
who's going to be excited
whatever.
for it? You know what I mean?
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Obviously the energy is different if it's like a cut of a longer stream, we don't care. But if you're doing a bespoke submission video, like
right, yeah,
we want to see
a long way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this shit's fucking there. Instead of being like,
Cole, you looked like you had a
guys,
question.
what we're going to do?
No,
is,
I was
we're
raising
going
my
to
hand
click
for the
through this,
advice thing.
block,
I was like,
then
I would
we're
like
gonna go
advice.
into the wall, and then
dude.
this really cool
Yeah,
thing's gonna
exactly.
happen next.
But that's the thing that can happen with speedrunners, though, is that they get so used to seeing things, and then like they kind of forget how cool like whatever they're doing.
It's like the
what it
magician
is.
forgetting that they're doing magic tricks. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they've clipped through the wall 8 million times, and at that point, it's hard for them to be like, "Oh my god, I clipped through this wall!" But like, you have to sell it, right? And I think that's like part of like the whole
That
thing
was
is that
something-
you are
so-
selling it for the first time, like you just saw it. And I
Yeah.
think like some people just don't like capture that well
Yeah.
because they're just like, "I want to get this PB."
Yeah. Well, that point reminds me of when SpongeBob Movie was run a couple events ago, and there's a trick towards the end of the run called GGC, your guitar glide glip, where you basically clip through a wall and then just start kind of like floating through the air slow hover. And we were just kind of doing like the normal explanation for it, but like as it was happening, I heard like the gasps and like the what the fuck, like immediately like right behind me because people hadn't seen that shit, and I was just like you said, it's just like, oh yeah, this is like, because especially when you do things a lot at marathons too, it's like not the same thing where it's GDQ, where this might be the only marathon anybody watches, or this might be the one run anyone ever chooses to watch ever. You never know. But like, so like,
yeah, like I always look at like when I perform a GDQ run, I always look at it as like I'm trying to inspire other people to pick up this game and run this game, or to get into speedrunning in general. Like I'm not really there to like, I'm there to play the game and show it off and have a good time. I'm not necessarily there to like get a world record or do
just even have a
really
good run, really.
Yeah, and if the run goes poorly, like,
Dude, I think that's such like a misnomer, is like having a good run. I mean, I'm like my very first GDQ, that was like all I wanted to do was like have a good run, and then I was just like, I had a good run. I almost got record, but it was also just like
the most stressful thing.
It was not. It wasn't that stressful, but like it was more of like, I just felt like it wasn't that entertaining. I mean, it was fine because Jax was on the stage, so I just got my ass carried, like GG's clap. But like for like my next run that I got in, which was Fire Emblem, I was like, I want to completely like flip the script and be like, this is like I'm showing you the game. Like, obviously I'll give you the explanation and stuff, but I think like, I think you need to build up to the hype moments in the run so that your run is like, kind of moving up and down rather than just being like, here's explaining. I feel like if there's not enough movement, it kind of just like gets bored, because like, these TikTok kids that you need to be like, hey, pay attention. You know what I mean? Yeah, you have to kind of like do that.
Yeah.
Well,
I distinctly remember your run because I think that was at a time I was producing.
It was
at 5:30
a.m.
a.m. I remember, yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is this is either going to be really good or the most insane run I've ever seen. And like half of it was PT just saying things.
Yes.
It was like, great, this is fine.
It's good. It's so good.
Yep. It was good. It was a great run.
I think this is the other
Yeah.
thing I've started to notice too is just like when it comes to like a good success at a marathon, it's like when it comes to picking like maybe a runner per se, it like, and maybe you've noticed this too, Amy, it's become less about maybe even getting like the best of the best runner on the leaderboard, but maybe just like the best fit for the event.
This is definitely getting into more inside baseball, so I'm like not going to say too much on it. But in our submission guidelines, we explicitly do say that like the best time isn't always picked. Like, sometimes we choose to pick a slower runner because we think it'll be like a better fit.
Yeah. Or sometimes no one else submitted it, or it very rarely gets submitted.
Dude, that's the other thing. Like, so one of my homies here in Philly runs 16-star, and he's like, oh, I could never get into GDQ, and I'm like, man, nobody submits 16-star ever.
Yeah.
If you get like decently good enough and submit it, there's a chance that we just take it because like,
Guys,
who else is competing for that slot?
I'm learning 16-star right now.
GTM, hit this man up.
I know GTM submitted,
like,
but
that's the
like,
thing,
don't
is,
worry,
like,
I'll
they're-
get in over GTM. It's no hard feelings,
Oh,
GTM.
okay.
You know, sorry.
But I mean, there are games like Doom and Quake that like almost nobody submits ever because like everybody's thinking like, oh, I'm not good enough to run it. Well, nobody's submitting it. So
If you're better than no one,
Doom or Quake. Exactly.
I feel like the first person to submit like GoldenEye in a fucking decade is gonna just like have a really good shot at getting that in because like
guys, I'm running
everybody knows
GoldenEye.
that game.
Yeah.
Starting today.
Are you sure you want to do that?
No, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna start running it.
Yeah. But no, like, I mean, even speaking of, like, I remember a similar thing with my friend Alchemast who did Perfect Dark at SGDQ 19 for the first time in forever, and it's like, not that they, like, I want to say they like had like a good agent time, but it wasn't like, you know, top of the top, but like no one from either GoldenEye or Perfect Dark would like submit stuff. I know we eventually got that XPLA submission that was really good later down the line, but like,
did Perfect
exactly
Dark
my
Zero
point.
show up at a marathon recently?
Which one?
For GDQ? Perfect Dark Zero?
Yeah, it sounds. Oh God, I'm being.
Because I think I thought about buying that
GDQ
game.
VOD save me.
Nope. We haven't had it at a mainline.
Gaming. All right.
I
It
mean,
was the
I think a
360
good
version.
example of this too is literally just this on this list. Ryan Ford is on Super Metroid, and like if you look at the leaderboard, he's not even in the top 10. You know what I mean? And it's just like, but he submitted Super Metroid, cool category. You know what I mean? So it has a shot.
It's
of
also
getting
a
in,
relative thing too. Like if let's say you're 15th place in a very popular competitive game,
That's still really
that might
good.
mean a lot.
Yeah.
It's still very good, and
Yeah.
might mean a bit more than like second place in like a
And like Neopets the
run
Darkest
that has
Fairy
10
game.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a game that I'm
So
like
sorry.
third or fourth place in, but I'm like 10 minutes off the record, so like I'm not going to submit that. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
That
It's
would be
relative.
not a good
Yeah.
showcase.
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
game,
yeah.
Well,
you know.
If you're 17th place but within 30 seconds, like,
Yeah,
God,
exactly. that
submit,
kind.
please,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, like.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like a unique situation on this games list in particular is Wind Waker because of like Ace happening. And so the person who's running that run is actually technically at the bottom of the leaderboard, but only 4 people have ever put a run in that category on the board.
Yeah.
And then it's really funny because the guy who's the world record right now on that board, if you hover over his name, you know how like the profile picture shows up. Their profile picture is Kurt Cobain, so it's really funny to just see like Kurt Cobain's the world record holder of Wind Waker. Well, I saw that looking it up, but yeah,
Nice.
that's kind of another example there.
Yeah. On a similar note, like, because we were talking about Zelda, there really weren't a lot of Zelda. Like, if you look at the number of Zelda titles, there really weren't that many.
There's 4.
Because you have Wind Waker, well, 3 technically, because only one of them is going to be run because it's a bid war between MM and OOT, and then Twilight Princess HD Ultimates, which I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I love Twilight Princess, so like almost every single time I'm like, yo, we should take this game. Thoughts? And everybody at the game can be like, shut the fuck up.
I'm honestly like, go ahead, Cole.
Did HD get the Arbiter's Ground skip? I only really follow like OG like GameCube like and Wii version, so I don't know much about HD, but I know that there's differences. So
I don't know, but I do know that Gymnast literally grinds the shitload out of that category for some reason. So
well, it's a cool category.
It is.
I love the movement in Twilight Princess too.
Yeah,
it's just so sick.
Yeah, like the roll chaining and the Gale Boomerang.
It's a shame that like low percent I think still has one section where it's like an hour and a half of just like rupee sliding, because now that run is like 4.5 hours as opposed to 15 or something. But I mean, so that could have been like good, but you know,
there's so many runs that like, and again, you guys could take this as like free submission advice. There's a ton of runs that like I would be like as a games committee member would be totally okay taking if people just like modded out the boring parts. Like one of my white whale runs, and I'm gonna say this game, and none of you guys are gonna know what the fuck it is.
Don't worry,
I want to kill the Camellia 3.
I know that game.
Okay,
I know what you're talking about.
It's a fan game that's like ultra hard difficulty. Like there are fan game players who cannot clear it. It's that hard.
Yes.
And the world record is something like it's something ridiculous. It's like 7 or 8 hours or something. Ooh. But it's because if you die, you have to redo like a whole fuckload of the game, and you die a couple times in the record.
Then it's GG. Yeah.
But yeah, so like my white whale is to like tell fan game players like, hey, just mod in a couple extra lives. Nobody will know, and you could do the run in like 3 hours.
Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah.
So this is like how cheat. I mean, a great example, right, is Shenmue, right? So Maxi brought that down from 6 hours to 3 hours
with time skip, or the Final Fantasy cutscene removers.
Yep.
Thank God people in RPGs are starting to become cool with submitting cutscene removers.
Yeah, like FF9 cutscene remover was something I've wanted for so long, because like I really like FF9, but the 4 hours of cutscenes is like.
It's like
so much.
Are we watching a movie or are we watching
movies
a game?
back to back? Yeah.
It's almost to the point where like the cutscenes are half of the game. Like
Chibi Robo is something like similar like that in full game, where it's like more than half the run is cutscene.
In FF10, it's
but
2/3.
In Chibi Robo, you have the railroad, so like it kind of makes up for it, you know.
A quick question. So because you're in all these different,
that's my bit.
Nope,
because you're honestly, I've heard Nestani.
I've definitely said that way more than you. I don't know what you're talking about. I think this is me. It's me. You can't steal my valor. You've taken everything else from me, man. You can't take
guys.
All right,
please
what
don't
the
fight.
fuck have I taken from you?
Please
my wife, my hose. Like, come on, man. Like,
you got none of that shit. No.
Because you took it, man. I don't know. Like, obviously,
I don't got hose either.
Anyway, go ahead, Cole.
You know what? Anyway, we have a guest. Cole, go ahead. Ask your question.
Jaxler's a speedrun valor stealer.
People have been saying it, you know. He stole video game submissions from me. You know, it's definitely not the other way around.
This is like those political debates where somebody's like, I have to speak on that. I have to respond to that. Actually. But anyway, so because you're like a part of all these different committees, is it kind of hard to like switch gears when you're like, okay, I've watched all these like platforming submissions now, and now I got to watch all these like RPG submissions? Or are you kind of just like whatever about it? Because at least for me, like, and maybe it's just because I play way more platformers than like RPGs. Like, I can look at a platform and be like, let's go. Like, this is a cool speed run. And then I switch to RPG and I'm like, I got a zoomer brain. It's kind of hard to follow. Yeah. You know, just that kind of switching gears thing.
It's definitely one of those things that gets easier with time, because I've done this for a couple of years now. But I do all of it in chunks. Like, I'll sit down and I'll be like, okay, today I'm going to watch all of the 3D platformer submissions. So that's like only what I'm thinking about that day. And the next day I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch all of the RPG submissions. So I'm going into it thinking like a different way about each thing, you know?
Yeah. And I guess that puts it into a context like of all of those types of games relative to each other.
Yeah. And a lot of the time, like, again, free submission advice. I'm going to be banging that drum a lot, because I love telling people how to submit better.
Yeah.
Right. I want the submissions to be as good as possible, so it's like really difficult for us to pick.
Well, when the submissions are better, the runs end up being better too.
Exactly.
Because it applies to being a good presenter. But.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But like one of the greatest things that people have started doing, because we told them to do it, is they put timestamps in their description to like, here's a cool part of the run, here's a cool trick, here's a cool explanation. And it's like, great, I can go to that and look at it without having context for the rest of the run and be like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah, because it's like one of those things like hooks sort of thing.
Yep.
Where it's just like, you know, when
And also when you have
school, like,
8
how to
million videos to scroll through, you know what I mean? It's just like having the timestamps to be like
Wait,
boom,
yeah, how
boom,
long
boom, boom, and then like, you know, or, you know, I have a pitch for you before Cole launches. What if we, because the 4 of us are really smart and we know how to code. We make code for GDQ that makes all the videos vertical, and then you scroll them like TikTok, and then you can swipe right and left
First
for
of
yes
all,
and no, like Tinder,
we as
and
an
then we
I,
can-
That's actually
I'm the
great.
coder here.
Speedrun Grinder would go crazy, dog.
Back on the speedrun grind.
I'm just imagining. So you know how with GDQ runs, like you're told to like when you set up to ensure that like Steam notifications are off so they don't pop up.
Nope.
And I know that's happened before when that step gets forgotten. I'm just imagining like something like that, but instead of that, you just hear like the grinder notification sound effect, like just like pop up like mid GDQ broadcast, and I'm just like, oh gee, that would be funny. But
Oh god.
it'd be really funny for
what was-
GD queer events, but no.
I do want to talk about. So you were mentioning a white
sorry.
whale for yourself earlier, but I do want to mention the white whale that finally made it onto the main schedule.
What about the blue whale?
Which is Amnesia the Bunker by BloodThunder.
Is that
that's our
4 times this game has been accepted on backup, and now on the 5th time it's finally on the main schedule.
This
And
episode
like
of the
I've
ETNA
seen some of this game, and this game's like cool, but also I'm like, man, just let BT get it over with. At
Well,
this
so
point.
that's the like. And this is not really a secret. BT submits every single time 5 bangers. The dude is crazy
Oh, yeah.
at like
Absolutely.
pinpointing exactly what we need and being
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna submit 5 games that are all really good, and then you have to decide between them. And so for a
Yep.
bunch of it, it's been like, well, we could give him Amnesia, or we could give him this other.
I mean, have
Other
you all
thing is
considered a BloodThunder block? You just take all 5. I'm sure no one would be
No,
upset.
we-
by that.
Well, no.
one at all.
Here's why you can't
The Block
do that,
Thunder.
Nestani, because I'm not as good at BT with that because I choose to submit games that will probably never get in. But it's like if you let's say
Legacy of Kain made it in.
and Miss
And that game's
Tiny
dog
Tail.
ass.
Damn.
I think Legacy of Kain is in.
No, Kane's cool.
It's like a JoJo character.
Kane's cool. Kane's cool.
we'll talk about that.
I'm
But
just saying,
I think
BloodThunder
it's
block would be hype. You know,
What?
think
No, it
about
would be hype, but the problem is that let's say you take all 5 of BloodThunder's submissions,
Yeah,
because of the kind of person
that's
he
hype.
is, he's just gonna find another 5 for the next event, and you have
yeah.
the same
Well,
problem all
you
over.
just
again.
do it for one time. You know what I mean? It's just a one-time thing. You know, or you just give him a block every single
It's-
time. Until he runs out. He's got to run out of games at some point.
Yeah.
No, dude,
it's so funny
You
to
just
watch
milk
his
'em
stream,
dry
like,
in, like, two
a couple weeks
turns.
after GDQ, because like I could tell what he's gonna submit like a couple weeks after GDQ, because he's like going live and he's like, all right, I'm running Soma now. It's like, all right, you're gonna submit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, low key. Like, I'm also becoming the type of person where, like, I start working on my submissions for the GDQ after, like, the moment this games list like gets
Yeah,
dropped.
and
Like,
I think that's
it's
I
a
think that's
continuous
really
process,
good idea.
which
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recommend if you have a similar level of psychosis to me and that kind of thing is important to you. But it's like,
I'm working
mean,
on
we'll-
mine right now, actually.
yeah, I'm sure it's not easy coming off of being not only being a Reddit moderator but also being pregnant.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm not pregnant anymore.
Yeah, thankfully.
You still got the Reddit sickness though, with the freaks
Yeah.
on there. You're just freaking
The
it out
Reddit
with them. You're
radiation
freak
sickness.
mode, a little freak over there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it like in a little bit, but like I'm still gonna be working
Freak
on
mode?
Ninja Gaiden
Or-
4
Ninja
and doing something with that game for
Yeah.
Sorry,
SGDQ.
we're talking about speedruns,
'Cause,
not being
like,
freaky. That's my bad.
I mean, I had already decided I wasn't going to AGDQ because my PTO is going elsewhere that month, but I was like, I'm not. I wouldn't have, even if I was going to this event, I wouldn't have done Ninja Gaiden 4 for new game, like for the new game submission, because there's just a lot of meat in a game like that we got to go
Yeah.
through. And I mean, now that there's like DLC coming out that we know of, like it could possibly be a better
One of
submission
those, like,
too.
1 hour
so,
like-
yeah,
Kind of like
Yeah.
RE7 and Zoe type shit, where it's like
exactly. Yeah,
great game,
so.
but we have a DLC that's short enough to find a slot for. So I get that.
Yeah, a bunch of people asked me if I was gonna do it, and I was like, no, that's like I have a problem with just like shitting out a run and just being like, all right,
For the
well,
sake of-
it's time to get into the new game submission period. So
Yeah.
that's going to be like a year-long project, but yeah. So no, it's pretty dope though. But I'm happy for BT, so he can finally stop mentioning this to everybody.
Every single person on planet Earth.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Every single time I talk to BT at a GD, he's like, "Hey, so
And the bunker.
I'm like, listen, man,
When's
Like,
it-
hey girl, hey, here's the bunker.
He has a microphone
Like,
covering his face while he's talking to you about it too. You know.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
No, I have deep respect for the effort that he puts into all this shit. It's
Oh
it's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
He's kind of an
really good.
animal, not gonna lie. I just want to
Little
point
bit.
out Sonic Rush. I am very excited because that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite games all time.
That game is so
Yeah.
gas.
I've
There
never
is
seen a
an
speedrun,
interesting
but
submission.
I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
There is an interesting submission here that I think it might be the first of its kind. I don't think that there's been a fighting game at GDQ before. So is Budokai the first one?
Budokai and Brawl are the
Yeah, Brawl Subspace
Yeah, okay,
Emissary
there you
was
go.
another one I
Yeah.
wanted to talk
Ball Z.
about.
Brawl
There's-
24
So one
hours
fighting
speedrun?
game is at
So,
GDQ. You know,
No.
I was gonna say,
It's the campaign.
I think there's been some awful block fighting games.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I think we did
Fair
like
enough.
I don't remember the name of the game at all, but it was the like insane. I think we did Shaq Fu at one point.
Yes, we did
Nice.
check
And
through
then
last
it-
event.
Oh right, yeah. I
dude,
forgot about
some,
Shaq
like,
Fu.
Insanely bad Mortal Kombat knockoff that someone did in like 10 minutes. But yeah, I don't think
Sick.
I don't think we've taken a like legitimate fighting game outside of Silly Block.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are exciting.
Wait,
Like-
you all took Nickelodeon Brawl Stars.
oh, Nasby. Yeah,
that.
Nickelodeon All Star
Limey
Brawl.
ran
With
that
Limey.
True.
right after my run, actually, at like
Yeah.
6 a.m.
That was one of Limey's runs.
Yes,
Um,
right.
The event before.
forgot
I think
about
it was
that.
last
Yeah.
AGDQ, actually.
Which I think was just
It was-
like their
it was, like,
all-star
early,
mode or
though.
something like that.
Maybe you had taken you were in the middle of your 5 hours of sleep by then.
And
Yeah,
super
that sounds
well.
right.
This Brawl is Subspace Emissary, right?
Yeah,
Which
so
is
that's like the big
kind of
story
a-
mode.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
story mode. So like, that's not the
That's-
that's not like the arcade any percent, you know,
Yeah,
in the way that
Sophie.
Budokai is. And I've actually seen a bunch of this run because Glitched does it a lot. And
Oh,
that the guy
Budokai?
that runs
Yeah.
like he runs like KH and all that too. I also see Glitched run like a bunch of Dark Cloud, but one of the games that I was tuning in for a while was Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
And even
I was
more
pretty
exciting to
interested
me,
to see
it's Ricky doing it. The Rixer's doing
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Which means he's going to be coming in person for that. So that'll
Yep.
be.
Yeah.
I low-key thought he'd never submit to an in-person GDQ again, just because he didn't want to travel to the States. But like, I saw that and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Shit.
And then right
Yeah.
Right below
was-
that,
it was
another
exciting to see.
masterpiece, Ebola Village by Maxi
I was gonna bring up
Loaves.
Ebola Village, bro. Why the fuck did you take Ebola Village and not put it in Awful Block?
So
That's the
it
funniest part.
didn't scan is awful. Like when I was
True,
looking at it,
yeah.
I was like, this seems just like a Resident Evil type clone.
It's just a
which-
Resident Evil knockoff, yeah.
It's like RE7 or RE8, but like, it's Ebola Village. Like, what the fuck are you
The
talking?
name is not great, but
No,
actually-
it is
I don't
not.
know.
Horrific,
It's-
actually.
it seemed fine in terms of like the gameplay and stuff.
Yeah, it's.
I think
What
Ebola.
people think. What people think qualifies for Awful Block is quite hyperbolic, honestly. Like what actually qualifies for Awful Block is like actual just dirt, you know, or stuff that just does not function correctly.
Like okay,
the worst shit.
I'm gonna big up this one from Awful Block because I'm really excited it finally got in. Is I'll invalidate your aid, which if you've never seen that is like a
Oh my
fever
God,
dream on the
what?
damn screen. It is.
Oh my god.
Almost
invalidate your
unwatchable.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. How
Like-
unwatchable is the Batman Beyond game by comparison?
I don't think it's that bad.
It's
Okay,
just
fair enough.
shit. It's just an
Just
awful.
bad.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Isn't that
Okay,
also
fair
like a
enough,
beat 'em
yeah.
up fighting game type of thing, or am I?
I think it's beat 'em
Yeah.
thinking
up.
of the wrong
yeah.
bad.
it's
There's a
yeah,
lot
it's
of
like
yeah.
bad
Devil May Cry
Batman
5.
games.
It's like almost the same game.
Not
All right,
quite.
bud. All right, so we're moving on. So invalidate your aid. So you said this is a fever dream.
It's so yeah, man. I don't.
He's got to choose his words carefully.
He's
here.
going into the archives.
So I mean, it's like it is in the silly awful block. So like I'm not gonna pretend, and I don't think the runner pretends either that this is anything but. But like, it's a very weird game.
Oh.
Oh, this is an
I
RPG.
I just skipped to a random part and my eyes just got nuked and I was just
Yeah, there's like a part
Yeah,
where the
wow,
screen just
what?
starts shifting around. Like if you go to like 12 minutes in the video, like Neon Cat is on the screen,
What
the
the fuck
screen
is
is
happening?
moving. Like
nice.
What
That's,
What the
heck?
fuck is
That's-
this?
Oh my gosh.
that's what we want.
I'm like so excited for this game because
And this is 100%.
I'm like, yo, listen, thoughts?
100% in 12
I love
minutes,
when
hell
games
yeah.
are so short and it's like all the content, like completionist
Yeah.
run. It's like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Sushi Kishi.
Dude, I was scrolling this list.
cool
I saw
name.
Mindwave, and I thought that said Micwave, and I got to.
No,
And then
unfortunately
it just
not.
was not.
Yeah, we're just putting him on screen.
That would be fire. Wait, also, why doesn't Micwave run Mindwave? That I feel like that, like he should be on that. Like I think that's a missed
Yeah.
opportunity.
Brand
Mindwave.
integration.
You know?
So true.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Start cooking on
So
that.
so real quick, since we mentioned it earlier as well, there are I also got into the event with Soul River. We kind of mentioned that earlier, but there's a couple
yeah,
other
Jaxler's
games that I
famous?
other run.
He got in.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
crazy. But there's a couple other games as well that I'm involved with, either personally or there's I can't remember the name of it, but Caspi got a run in on Alpha Block. That's like some weird Japanese name that I don't quite understand.
Yeah.
And he asked me to commentate for
Kaiketsu
that.
Zorori Masazi Itazura King.
Yeah, he told me to go in blind on that. So I'm
You should.
I.
There,
enough.
so
Nice.
He was
That's a
telling me
good-
about
that's a
this
good
game
sentence.
too last GDQ, where he's like, "Dude, I got this game I'm working on that's like weird as fuck for next Alpha Block," and he's like, "I can't wait," and I was like,
Yeah.
prophetic."
So when I was reviewing it, and I don't know if I want to tell you this because I don't know if it'll spoil anything for you. Jackson, cover your.
I'll take my headphones off.
So when I was
Finally, he's
reviewing
gone.
this
Now
game,
we could talk shit about
And-
it. Great. Hell yeah.
and I heard Caspi talking about it. I can say this because his headset is off. It's a WarioWare-esque, but you use your webcam and you use your fingers to like do shit.
Oh.
And
Interesting.
there's one point in his submission in which he goes, "All right, and now we got to squeeze this pig's ass," and I'm like, "We got to put this on screen."
That's good. That's good.
That's pretty good.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, it's I don't
will
think
he
he's
look
gonna
at the
be
camera?
expecting it.
Will he? Will
No,
he?
definitely
Will
not.
he look at the camera?
Come back.
Come back.
Come back.
Okay.
So I have
Good.
a
Alright.
follow-up question. Not really a
Okay.
follow. It's not a follow-up question. I'm not following up anything. I'm actually completely changing the topic. But
so
I
it's
do
just
have
a
a question. It's just a question. I don't know why I said the word follow-up. Sometimes I like to add in extra words to my sentence. Do my best cosmic impression. But I wanted to ask because I see that there is a Duror Repus, also known as Super Mario World backwards, and it's a ROM hack. So I wanted to ask,
I
like,
was actually just looking at that.
I wanted to ask, like,
I was like, what is this?
what, like, I guess, like, what kind of ROM hacks would you take? Would you take like almost anything? Are there like certain ROM hacks that like you wouldn't take? Like, because I'm thinking of like when I see ROM hack, I immediately think of like a bajillion like Pokemon, like
Yeah.
fan games and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, are those like on the table or are they kind
I'm
of
gonna
not?
submit a Kaizo
or-
Ironmon.
Well,
I mean, so
maybe not
Emerald
that.
Rogue has been submitted, and I'm not a Pokemon knower at all. I am not in that subcommittee.
not a
I
ball
don't know
knower?
fucking anything about those games. I don't know balls.
W balls.
But I've heard Emerald Rogue has juice in terms of like it's a good run and there's potential for it.
Yeah.
I frankly don't know much about our ROM hack policy because a lot of the
Fair
like,
enough.
subcommittees that I'm in don't deal with ROM hacks at all.
Yeah.
It's mostly just like a management question, like, can we take this?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like especially with something like Pokemon, where they're probably a bit more aggressive with
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Mario is still
Uh-huh.
Nintendo. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
Well-
I feel like it's like the
Well,
same.
Pokemon is the Pokemon company and Game Freak.
Well,
and they're
Yeah, I guess they are
like kind
freaks.
of almost a separate.
Similar
they're
to the
more-
Reddit
yeah.
users.
True.
Yeah, Reddit users and their
terrible.
throwing of balls and all that.
There's a lot of
Reddit
balls
users
on Reddit.
sling their balls around.
Honestly,
You heard
There's
it
a lot
here
of balls
first.
on Reddit.
So
I'm-
true.
Wait, so I'm just watching the ROM hack right now. So their controller input is the opposite of what is going on screen. Like they have to hold right to go left and stuff like that. That's crazy.
I don't know that part specifically. What I do know is that it's just you start at the end of the level and go to the beginning.
Yeah, that's
pretty good,
absolutely
actually.
nuts.
That's
Oh
so
my
dumb.
god,
Yeah,
that's
so
pretty
like
crazy.
the joke, because like it's on the schedule and you can see it, is that
It's Super Mario World spelled backwards.
Well, it is
Oh, wait,
Super
maybe
Mario
it's-
World spelled backwards, but we also have a Super Mario World run that's just 11 exit. So it's gonna be like we're gonna do it backwards, and then we're gonna be like, okay, now watch Shovda do it forwards.
That's pretty
That's
good.
fire.
That's good.
That's
I
good.
That's
like that.
fire.
Also, I spread
Hell yeah.
misinformation. That's not how the controls work.
Yeah, he's
I'm
just
just
lying for
God,
attention.
I was like, damn,
No,
maybe
I'm-
Oth is a
I'm-
bigger gamer than I thought.
I'm stupid.
There's a couple
People
other
have been saying
runs
that.
I'm really looking forward to. Nestani, you'll probably be excited to hear this one too.
12
getting in.
bananas?
No.
Oh.
Although that is very funny.
Squash
All bananas.
bananas.
But
Squash
nope,
banana.
Nope.
Squash
Nope.
banana.
Nope. Don't derail me, please.
What about the Adventures of
Please.
Yogi Bear? That's got to be a banger, bro.
I was gonna, Nestani, I'm trying to bring up like a game you actually like.
Yeah, you're,
Okay.
you're derailing.
What are you talking
from-
about? I was
Oh,
pointing out
102
the Adventures-
Dalmatians.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I was,
what
I was
got
gonna
it.
bring that
Yeah,
up
yeah.
too.
Yeah, Pastor.
No, but it's a
a-
task,
It's a
though.
task.
Best
It's her
debris.
task as well.
Oh,
So that's
there's
gonna
a
be-
task on it? Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Toast debris.
she actually asked me to be on couch for that because she's like, "Hey, there's like not going to be any Dalmatians people there. Can you like become ball knower?" And I'm like, "I got you."
I'm going to
But,
fly out as the commentator.
That's something I'm
actually.
really excited to see. Just Pastor is a friend, obviously, but also just like that's a really cool fucking task. Of,
That game's also really
and
good.
you know me, I love my weird 3D platformer action adventure type shit.
I'm still top
So I'm
5.
just
Let's
like,
go. 1 month.
Let's go.
Yes. I had to check. I had to check.
In a similar vein as well, another game that it was on backup last event, similar to Soul Reaver, but it didn't get pulled. But it's on main schedule now. Mushroom and the Spore Wars for the Nintendo Wii. I fucking love that game so much, and I'm so glad Tarek's got it in because it's like I wanted him to be kind of the one to do it because he put so much effort into it.
This game is good.
It is good.
Yeah,
Like
and,
I mean,
and I'm not gonna talk about who, but there's been someone on games. It's not me. There's been someone on games committee for the past like 2 years who's been like, this run is fucking sick and we should take it. So like, if you don't think your run is sick out there, someone on the games committee is probably like, damn, I wish they would submit that again. Yeah.
I mean, I heard similar stories about Chibi Robo before Lockout Bingo got in, where it was like there were some people who wanted it. It was just tough for us to find the packaging.
There were a couple ride or diers for Chibi Robo for a long time.
Yeah, no, I mean, Mushroom Men has a freaking soundtrack by Les Claypool of Primus fame. But you're also a little mushroom dude. And I've run that game a good bit, so I was just like,
Yeah, you go cataclysmically out of bounds on that game. It's really, it's a really fun watch. That was definitely one of my favorite games to watch Jax play.
Mushroom Men Spore Wars.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
up there. It's up there on the list of your games, for me. And at the opposite end is Frog Monster. I just want to let everyone know that game is good.
Bro's a Frog Monster hater.
Fuck, bro.
Every chance. Every
If
chance.
Frog Monster has one fan or one hater, then it is Nestani.
It is me.
If
People have
Frog
been
Monster
saying
has
it.
0 haters.
There's Nestani is
dead.
no longer with us.
Yes.
But going,
I did see too.
Another
Well, I was
Bound
gonna
Neo,
say
but we
Fatal
submitted
Frame
next.
2 Crimson Butterfly
yeah.
is in by Cloud Market. I don't know if people like know a ton about the Fatal Frame 2 run, but like Cloud Mark is the guy for Fatal Frame 2. And his time is like pretty far and away from a lot of people that grinded that game. The Fatal Frame 1 and 2 runs, I haven't really looked at 3 a ton, but at least Fatal Frame 1 and 2, there's a lot of like heavy instances of RNG. So you get punished pretty hard for like not adapting to ghosts properly.
Yeah.
And in Fatal Frame 2, that's where like you get a lot of combos and everything with the combat. Like that's where the combat really starts to kind of come into its own. So I'm really happy to see this game. I'm almost like sad that I'm not going to be there because I would want to see this in person because this is an awesome game. It's not my favorite Fatal Frame. 3 is, but 2 is like
That's a
really
wild
sick.
Because
I know
people
it is.
love Fatal Frame 2. Like,
I know Fatal. A lot of people could think that it is or a lot of people agree that it is the best in the series, and I just think Fatal Frame 3 is better.
I just think
But-
they're wrong.
I mean,
I
I'm
think
not.
you should
It's a
not.
matter of taste, honestly.
I think you're a Reddit mod.
You're a freak.
It's been it's been a while since a Fatal Frame's been in. I think since AGDQ 2020. So, and I mean, this is the other Fatal Frame that has like a decent shot at being in right now until maybe the remake of Fatal Frame 2, which is a remake, but it's like it's like a remaster of a remake, but also a remake of that remaster. I don't know.
Dude, I hate games.
I hate them too. Yeah, I mean, I philosophically disagree with a lot of remakes existing, but you know, it's fine. No, I'm really happy that this game is in, and I know that Mark is going to do an awesome job with it. And then
is this the first
also
Lego
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound?
Is this the first?
I was going to bring that one up next, actually. Lego Star Wars Complete Saga got
Lego Star Wars,
and Wii Super is doing it. Who's like the guy you want for that? I am like,
that's sick.
Has there been any Lego games in before?
Lego the Hobbit was in a couple events ago, but other than that,
I thought Pirates was.
No,
am I crazy?
not Pirates.
I thought Pirate Software was in it.
Nope.
Star Wars. Lego Star
Stupid
Wars was
joke.
in last event. Laser Trap did it.
Oh, like
sick.
the handheld versions. I forgot about those.
And then this, even though this is solo, they still use like 2 controllers for this.
Yes.
Right? This is still done
So
with
I
co-op
have,
stuff.
I have a friend of mine actually, Wazip, has started like really getting into and learning to run recently. And I asked him to. He literally like has one hand on keyboard and another hand like on controller, like all right kind of next to each other. It's like a really cool little setup, like because it's like a co-op game, so you like control both characters to do a lot of like clip each other out of bounds.
That is the daunting thing about picking up a Lego game, is that fact right there is just like, that has got to be such a weird thing to learn, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
So I can't let this go without talking about my special pick. I love this run specifically, and it also has to do with weird control methods. Borderlands 2 is in with co-op all quests.
Oh yeah.
And so there's 2 really interesting things about that. One of them is that all 2 of the runners of the 3 are going to be using 2 mice, and one of them uses his feet to scroll it. So he's going to be on stage just scrolling a mouse with his foot. Because that's used to do a glitch in the game.
Hey, you know,
the other thing,
do what you got to do.
So like 2 mice at the same time in like one hand?
Yeah, so like one of the glitches is like you swap and you drop your weapon at the same time, and the easiest way we figured out how to do that is put swap on scroll up and drop on scroll down, and you just get 2 free scroll mice and flick them in opposite directions.
Nice.
So
W.
That's pretty sick. I can't lie.
The other interesting thing about that run is that, assuming they beat their estimate, which they probably will because they're really good at it, it will be faster than the first any % Borderlands run that was shown.
That's
so like that was like
crazy.
2 hours 40 minutes, and that was any % 4-player, and then this is all quests 3-player, and it's going to be faster.
Holy shit, that's
actually
crazy.
kind of fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So that's like 12 years of work on the game gets you to there.
Yeah, I will say I did see that on the schedule, and I'm like, yeah, that looks like something Amy fought tooth and nail for.
Yeah,
I see anything Borderlands or like co-op shooter like that, and I'm like, there he is.
They've done so much work on it. Like Deceptix and Unjust Action are probably 2 of the best Borderlands runners to like ever exist.
Yeah.
And ZZ Rules 21 is like really good too. Don't get me wrong. He's like up there, but like Deceptix alone is probably the person who's pushed the game the most over the past few years. Because he was a Zoomer and during COVID just didn't have school, so he was like, "Fuck it, I'm
shit,
gonna
we'll do it."
too." And it's like, damn it. I hate when Zoomers get better at me than the video game.
Dude, there's nothing worse than like some high schooler getting better than me at a speed game, or like,
it's
like,
never happened to you before in Scooby Doo Not Around Frights, Jaxler, right? You know,
or even fucking
He's like, damn.
Deceptix is cracked. He's they're all 3 of them are really really good at the game. They're all like I think top 5 in 80%. So it's
good. God, I'm also really excited too for Cavern of Dreams. I feel like there was a lot of stuff that was on backup last event that just made it main event this time around. That I'm just like, yeah.
Don't you play this?
So Cavern of Dreams is like kind of like a Banjo-Kazooie style of game. But it has like this like rolling movement that's like extremely fast and takes a lot of fucking skill to control properly without going flying the wrong way.
You played
Or
this on the
just
stream,
fucking-
right? Did you?
I've run it before. I've run any %.
Okay, yeah.
But this is gonna be all eggs by Mouse Shy, so it's essentially like the the 120 star of Cabin of Dreams.
Why do you just say hundo, bro? Just like what?
No, Hundo has more than that, but it's
Oh, it has a
I don't wanna get
super
into-
secret special.
you're
on
getting all the main MacGuffins.
Okay, so there's just a lot of eggs, and we're gonna be
there's 40
scrambling
of
them
them.
up. There's fried, there's boiled, there's scrambled. You know what I
No.
mean, we got all of them.
Those are your siblings, Nestani. You were
What?
also one of the you're a dragon. They're dragon eggs, and they're your siblings.
What
It's
did I just come
complicated.
back to? I was looking something up, and then
Yeah.
I came back and like, you're related to dragons, and you have eggs.
No.
or something.
That's
I was
that's
like,
an
what?
asexual stereotype. That's not how that works. But
I didn't.
there was
Oh,
another game on the
okay.
schedule too that I saw that like Cosmic.
What are we
I saw
talking
that and I'm like, that sounds like your kind of shit. I saw Stellar Blade got it too.
Yeah.
So
wanna talk
Stellar
about
Blade is a game that people assume I will like, but I
And
don't
he hates it.
because I
a
don't
burning
like combat that Simon says. Fortunately, the speedrun avoids a lot of combat and has a lot of cool skips and everything. Wherein, because we also live in a world where cutscenes are not skippable on the first playthrough, a lot of the glitches are to go around the cutscenes.
Nice.
And there's a lot of really cool tech. Bucky's been talking to me and a bunch of other people about the stuff that's been found in this game. Bucky is Ashley 93O, by the way.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
By the way, yeah, they go by Bucky typically, or at least they did until
special.
recently.
I know their name, bro. I know their name.
Well, I was explaining for the other.
Yeah, we'll call
people
in
in the
Nestani
call.
or
I
not.
fe-
I'm not cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like a Colin Cobalt type of situation where it's like I can call him that word.
Cobalt, the element. on
That's
the
fair,
periodic
yeah.
table?
But
The
but he's been
Fox
talking to me about that.
Fox-
Apparently, there's also like a bunch of tech that got found recently that, this estimate here is actually going to be should be quite lower. And I think he messaged Games Committee about it
Yeah, I
as
saw
well
that.
as what he
The
was
moment
saying
I hopped
anyway.
in the AGDQ server, I was just like,
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's
he let us know about that. So it's
Yeah.
I think it cut like 15 minutes off or something like that. It's crazy.
yeah, something
Damn.
crazy. Yeah, that's I respect people that want to engage with that game on a deeper level because I certainly do not. So, but there is
Yeah,
a lot of cool tech in that run.
I'm glad we got a submission of it by somebody who doesn't seem like a frothing lunatic. Because oh man,
Yeah,
it's so
basically.
bad if someone gets up on stage and is like, actually, I'm here to talk about Eve's ass for 2 hours. I'm like, oh,
2 hours and 15 minutes.
we gotta
Exactly.
cut their mic.
Guys, have you seen this ass? Okay, let me tell you about it.
Well, but what I was
I wrote
actually
a
going to talk about was
10-page
Ninja Gaiden
dissertation.
Ragebound by Wody B. So Ragebound is the latest in like the 2D Ninja Gaidens, and I watched Wody during like a lot of his grind for this game, and he really seems to like it. This is like a bit out of his usual ballpark in
I was
terms
gonna
of the
say
games
because
that
he
he
ran
grinds.
FF7 remake. last
Yeah, I
time
mean, he
was
ran
in
FF.
Line.
It was Rebirth, yeah, but he typically ran Remake and Rebirth, but he also runs a couple of the Onimushas as well. His first GDQ run was Onimusha 2.
Yeah.
And he was like, he had messaged me like when he first played through this game, and he was like, I don't know if I should run this game or not, man. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to stick with it. And I said, even if you just do like 2 or 3 runs, man, then I think you'll enjoy it. Like, you like action games. And so then he just kept running it, and he was like, this shit is sick, dude. And I was like, yeah, no, that game seems really fucking cool. I mean, it's the Blasphemous devs, so.
Oh,
But
okay,
he
yeah.
kept
that'll do it.
he kept working on it, and I mean, I really like these really movement heavy ninja games that get into the events. Like, I mean, PS2 Shinobi was in pretty recently, and I got to be on the couch for that, and that was really sick. So hopefully more action games like this get to be in. I was kind of surprised that Shinobi Art
I
of
got one
Vengeance
for you
didn't
then.
make it. Or what up?
You should check out Bat to the Heavens.
Bad to
That
I
run is
heard
massive.
people talking about this.
That run is
'Cause-
sick. There is
bad to
crazy movement.
Because
Yeah.
it got into GDQ, it also got into RTAJ. I saw that
think-
as well.
Oh,
RTJ,
so
run the
that's
jewels.
Somebody else's
Heavens.
video is unlisted, so I can't.
Oh,
link that.
Bat to the
Oh,
Heavens. Oh,
Yeah, Bat to the Heavens. This is a absolutely sick run. Like, really looking
Dang.
forward to this one specifically.
Yeah.
What about bug
aren't enough
blasters
edgy
eating
ninjas in this game.
exterminators? Are we
That
we
has
happy
to be
about
That one's a
that?
Sharif special, man. That like Sharif and his fucking DVD runs. Like
Oh my god.
every single time, it's 40 minutes of movie time with Sharif. It's really good.
Am I allowed to ask about Shinobi Art of Vengeance? Because I saw that was submitted by a couple of like really good runners. I'm not really in that community at all. I don't know if like that run presented any problems in terms of estimate or if it just didn't make the cut or what. But I felt like that had a pretty good shot.
That's probably under NDA. I can't really.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
hate
that's
that
fine.
game
Yeah, that's fine.
personally
Yeah,
at
yeah.
GDQ because
I can ask you a
fair.
question that's not under NDA because this was a run I was curious about, and I know I know you at least like play MMOs type beat, and I saw a
Yeah,
Path of
I love
Exile
MMOs.
2 run. It's like 3 hours long. Can you explain to me what the fuck that means?
Okay, so
It means we're playing Path of Exile for 3 hours, motherfucker. That's what it
Well,
means.
right,
90%
but-
Act 4.
I have been waiting for a good any Path of Exile submission for so long, and like
Okay.
this one's really good. This guy's like top tier in the Path of
hell
Exile
yeah.
racing community.
Okay.
It's such an interesting game to speedrun because like the typical Path of Exile build, and if you're playing like even like softcore, in terms of getting through it and not dying, is that like you'll over level a little bit, like your build will be a lot tankier than it generally needs to be to like survive a bunch of fights. Maybe it'll take you longer to kill
Yeah.
bosses, but like
Yeah.
speedruns of the game, they're like, no, fuck that, pedal to the metal, all gas, no brakes. We're taking all of the DPS nodes on the tree. Like if you've
Oh,
played Final
shit.
Fantasy
Oh, that's
X,
sick.
it is a
Oh,
sphere
yeah.
grid style skill tree.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And so it's just the most deranged fucking thing in existence. And he's like, nope, we're gonna pick all the damage ones, and I'm just not gonna get hit.
Hey, if you don't get
That's
hit, you
it.
don't
Oh,
die.
that's
People have been
sick.
saying it.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
So is it like
Yeah,
more of like
so
a real
it's-
time? Like I'm not very familiar with Path of Exile because it's like
Sorry, I'm not
it is an
familiar with your
MMO,
name.
right? Like I'm not. Crazy, or am I?
it's.
Is it
I mean,
complicated?
it's like Diablo 3 if you've played that, where
Yeah, it's like top
it,
down.
you can play with other people online, but
it's not like
mostly
a-
single player.
Yeah.
yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
The game's also good.
Now
But-
this is making more sense.
yeah. But Path of Exile is sick.
It
There
is.
is so
It's a great
much
game.
like miniature optimizations that you can make throughout that run. That's like,
Yeah.
if you pick the right node, you're set. Like it's awesome.
That's dope. I'm surprised like how long the run is though. Like a 3 hour type of deal. Is that just because of variability? Like if like you said, it's a very glass cannon type of build, or is it like there's just
it's
that much content?
Probably just long.
There's a decent amount of content. It's still kind of in early access right now. Like
Oh, okay.
Grinding Gear Games has like released a lot of the game, but not all of it. But even like Path of Exile 1, like the first half of it is like an hour and a half for the first
Yeah.
5 acts, and that is a game where they give you a dash straight off the bat.
Mm,
In Path of Exile
Oh,
2,
dang.
it takes longer to get the dash.
yeah.
Do we have any
hell yeah.
any last minute games to bring up? Any last minute Quebbins?
Yeah, I'll get like a last.
I got.
Yeah, go
I was
for
gonna
it.
say, I got
I
one
want
of
to
those.
rapid
You're the
fire
guest.
some too.
I can rapid fire this one. Armored Core 6 is played in a
True,
way
yeah.
that you guys will not expect. So it's a boss rush.
Is that PMC
gauntlet.
Trilogy? Did he do it again?
No, it's
No,
King's Pride.
PMC
It's
Trilogy's
King's
got
Pride.
Yeah.
Exector.
Oh,
Exactor, which
Exactor.
is going to be sick.
PMC
Yeah,
Trilogy.
Armored Core
Exactor's gonna be
6 is a boss rush where every time he beats a boss, he's going to take that mech and use it for the next boss.
That's
So
fire.
he's just constantly looping like
That's
That is
different
sick,
styles
actually.
of builds.
That's sick. I like.
So I was
That's
like, man, this is
awesome.
really cool. This is a new way to play the game.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's not like just
Oh, yeah.
watching the same build, the same kind of combat over and over.
Yep.
Sometimes that can happen with longer runs like that.
Oh yeah, totally.
Couple things I had
Mhm.
rapid fire. I'm
Bill
really
Nye the
excited
Science
that
Guys.
that
dude,
will
some
be
of the
great.
cutscenes, it's an FMV game, so some of the
Actually,
cutscenes
yeah.
in that game are crazy.
Which game is this?
Yeah,
you
that
said?
does look
Bill
cool.
Nye the Science
Bill
Guy.
Nye.
Stop the rock!
Oh, Bill Nye this. Stop the rock.
Stop it!
Another game I'm really excited for that finally got in for the first time is Spider-Man PS1.
Yeah.
That is a
Yes,
sick fucking
happy!
speed. That is a sick fucking speed game. I might have
Yep.
taken one of your rapid fires. I'm sorry.
You're all good.
Jack 3 race is going to be really fucking good, especially now that we know that Ricky's going to be running for something else, so he's probably going to be on the couch for that. And I'm just like, oh, that's going to be an instant classic. And then the last kind of rapid fire one I had was Bloons Tower Defense 6.
I was like,
What
the
the
last
fuck?
thing he's gonna say is Bloons Tower Defense
I didn't
6.
see that.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that's going to be, but holy shit, the YouTube VOD
So-
for that is going to go nuclear.
Dude, oh yeah, it's gonna
Do you
blow
know?
up.
Do you know what Chimps mode is? Which is like
No.
what he's playing. So it stands for I'm gonna Google this
All true expert
so that I don't get it
chimps.
wrong.
It's where you
So,
go chimp
It
mode.
Chimps
sounds
mode.
difficult.
Stands for no continues, no hearts lost, no income, no monkey knowledge, no powers, and no selling. Which, if you've played BTD6, is like
Ew!
everything that makes it better. So
Yeah,
he's
that's
beating
horrible.
all of. So he's beating like the true expert maps, which is the really hard stuff, with like none of the bonuses that you get from playing the game as like intended.
Yeah, that's
So he's on
Wow.
one heart
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
time. If he leaks a balloon, he's dead.
just don't leak.
Jesus
crazy.
Dang.
Christ.
Just don't leak.
Just get some flexi,
Yeah.
bro. And
That's
just
no
slap it on
leakers
there.
for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Cole, did you have any
But-
rapid fire? Or... Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. If you had
No, I
any
was gonna say, be confident enough to like, yeah, I'm gonna submit chimps for a speedrun marathon and do it real time. It's like, okay, man,
cool.
yeah. Let
No,
it
man,
go,
okay.
buddy.
I got 2 now because you took the Spider-Man one, but
You
that's
bitch.
okay because then that makes sure I don't forget it. One, Animal Crossing City Folk, Drew Pag. That's pretty sick. I like
That's a
Animal
race,
Crossing
too, I
City
think.
Folk. It is a race,
Yeah.
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 But I only, unfortunately, I was not familiar with Blue Candy. But
Sorry, I'm not
Shout
familiar
out
with
to
your
you as well.
game.
yeah. And then the other one is I got to shout out the other Dog Island homie, Phantom, for
Yeah.
Mega Man Battle Network.
First ever
So
Mega Man Battle
true.
Network game, period, in a GDQ
Yeah.
event, which
Oh
I'm
yeah,
surprised.
that's gonna be
Yeah.
tight.
Because
Yeah.
people fucking love those
Yeah.
games. Also, another
Mhm.
one, a quick one I forgot. Hat in Time by Doka is gonna be fucking nuts.
Dude,
I know
you know I started
Mm.
my speedrun journey with a hat in time. You know,
How long has it been?
this is it.
Oh.
This is
How
the
long has
one.
it been since Hat in Time was in?
It's a great game.
It was the Flare Bear
long
Doka
time.
race, right?
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah, and that was like pre-COVID era, so I think it was
Yeah.
like SGDQ 2019.
Oh wow,
Yes,
that's
right.
pretty dope. Hell yeah.
I hope one day they take like all-time pieces because there's so much. I love Alpine Skyline, and you never see
Oh,
it.
me too. Yeah.
And you never see it, and
Yeah.
it's stupid.
Yeah.
But
1.0 all-time
Mhm.
pieces would kind of go crazy.
Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Give me the cruise ship level too. I know runners hate that, but I love that shit. I want to see you run around the cruise ship. I want you to sink the Titanic on the GDQ stage. Okay, like please, I need that.
I guess my last shout really, that just for like a run that I think is probably gonna pop off is gonna be that Claire obscure race of expert glitchless. I haven't played this game, but I know that YouTube
Everyone
like
loves
Jax
it.
was saying for another run.
Yeah.
The YouTube VOD is gonna go
That
nuts.
is a YouTube pipe bomb right there.
because it is just the two best runners doing their thing. So
Yep.
I got,
pretty sweet.
let's see.
We've got a pipe
One-
bomb. Oh,
Trying to figure out how many
Didn't
I have
deny
to-
it.
to
do I have a
shout out.
pipe
okay.
bomb yet? Okay. Pause. I'm gonna hold my pipe
Pause.
bomb for now before
Alright.
I let it pipe bomb all over.
All
before
pipe,
I let,
no bomb.
before I explode all over everyone
Dude, you
with my
can
pipe
you can drop your
bomb.
pipe bomb.
My pipe
got-
bomb is
I'm-
ending
I'm
the
still-
podcast, which is why I am stalling because that is
okay.
the pipe bomb. So
Cut the wires. Cut the wires.
Okay,
was
I got-
stalling.
I got
Mods,
two.
cut the wires.
Resident Evil 2, the bid war for that.
Oh yeah. Gonna be
Crazy
cool.
Gaming Days is like really fun to watch doing that. I had him on my Hotfix show way back in the day, and he
Back
was
in
like a
Nom.
really cool guy to like listen to and be very excited about.
Mhm.
And also, one of the donation incentives he's submitting, and I don't know if we're gonna accept it or not, but like he's submitting it, is to play it on a Guitar Hero controller
I fucking knew he might have done
That's
this,
fire.
dude.
because he just does that.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
That
like,
is
yeah, I'm gonna do a
fire.
difficulty run on Guitar Hero controller. And then the other one is Mario Kart 64. I think that's really
saw that.
interesting because it's a 4-player race, but all of them are like speedrunners of Mario Kart 64, so they know how to do like the Wario Stadium, wall hop and
short.
shit.
Yeah.
Ah.
So it's gonna be the
That's
4 of
pretty
them
dope.
like doing that while using items on each other.
Oh, in
That's
split screen
sick.
co-op.
Yeah,
that's
split
pretty
screen
dope.
co-op.
That is
so
gonna be
they're
crazy.
actually really-
That's gonna be
that's fun.
that's gonna be
That's
so
beast.
sick.
Hold on, I'm
Yeah.
locked in for that. I'm tapped in.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, damn, this is a fascinating run because at one part in the video they're talking about like doing skips in a place and like someone else in the race uses lightning and they're like, damn, that was a really smart move because now he can't do the skip, and it's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about, man? Okay. Sure.
That is
Right. Like
That's pretty
that's
dope.
so sick. But
That's awesome though.
That is going to be it for the podcast.
Yeah. Pipe bomb dropped.
Yeah, this is my pipe bomb. I'm ending the podcast. FBI, I have a. Anyway, I'll stop the bit there. Krillin, do you have anything to shout out before we go for the day?
I mean, just watch AGDQ 26. We put a lot of work into it. Like, I'm really excited for when it goes through, and I don't know. Keep submitting. If you want feedback on why your run got declined, send it in. We got a feedback form open.
True. I forgot that you all have that now. Yeah,
He's the one that does them too.
I saw earlier
so.
that like
Oh, do you?
I think
that's
this was on Blue Sky that you do like all the write-ups yourself. Like I mean you get like the you confer with people, but like write-ups wise.
So don't worry, you're
you
not
okay?
sending it to an AI. So
yeah.
Doing that postpartum
I'm gonna be a little unhinged. But when I joined the games committee, I was like, listen, I really want to bring back feedback because I think it just makes the event better. And
I agree.
Like, okay, sure, I guess.
They're like,
handle
have
it yourself.
fun. We're not doing that shit though. You got it, bro.
Yeah. Leave your feedback in the comments.
That's
in
pretty
the
much
comments.
it.
Actually, don't leave your feedback. Just only leave your
don't make
feedback
us
on
cry.
Cole. Don't talk about me. Okay. I know we all think I should shut up, so
Wait,
we
what?
don't need to talk about that. Yeah, just
See y'all in Pittsburgh.
goodbye forever.
see y'all then. Goodbye.